Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 2025 Atlantic Senior Fours held at the Athena Beach Hotel here in Paphos, Cyprus. This is the second time out for the tournament, following the very successful inaugural event back in 2023. The match that you've just joined us for is between Scotland A and Canada A. It's a ladies' match in Group 2. This is Canada's first year in the tournament, Scotland having played here in 2023, although the 4 Scottish players are all different this time around. Joining me in the commentary box is one of our celebrity bowlers and a legend of Scottish bowls, Anne Dunwoody.
Yeah,
Hi, Anne.
That's a good legend, Kevin.
Hey, there you go. How do you follow that up then?
Yeah, well, I'm glad to be back. I was here for the first Atlantic Championship. It was very good, but absolutely delighted to see the response they've had for this year's event. It's quite phenomenal. The uptake that countries around the world have taken. We've seen lots of countries here for the first time again. So, rock on, Cyprus.
Really good. And obviously, you've been out and about during the day, watching some of the games. What are you expecting from this match? Because I'm sure you must know these Scottish ladies.
I know the Scottish players, yes. I've played with Lorraine. I played with Lorraine a couple of years ago in the outdoor international team. She's an indoor international too, but I don't do indoor games very well. I do go for enjoyment, but
You like the rain.
I like the rain and the wind and the unpredictable Scottish weather. But Lorraine is one of these 100% player for you. I mean, she gives it her all. I know, I don't know the 2 ladies at the front, but I know Delia, who is Lorraine's third, Delia Flanagan. No, I've been out and about, as you say, listening. It's been a wee bit tricky today because the weather's been a wee bit windy, you're on the seafront. So it's been quite difficult for some of them.
It has.
And we've had wee showers, 2 or 3 wee intermittent showers. But I'm sure they'll do well.
Okay. We Scotland have won the toss, so they threw the jack. Just so everyone at home can see probably from the scoreboard, Scotland will be playing in blue in terms of blue bowls markers and blue on the scoreboard. Canada in red. They finished their trial ends. In fact, unusually, the 2 teams, because they might have been a few minutes slower getting to the green, have only managed to play 1 trial end. So we will see how that impacts on the bowls today. So just starting off, and this Scottish team, obviously well known to you, as you said. The Canadian team are also very well experienced, lots of winners, national titles, and as I say, playing here for the first time, but they've come in strength, so this should be a really interesting match.
Yeah, 2 of the players of the Canadian team have got lots of experience between them, and the 2 at the front have not the same amount of experience, but as you know, experience sometimes doesn't count for anything.
Yeah.
It's just who gets the ball nearer the jack than anyone else.
Well, we just actually saw that in the previous streaming match between Australia and South Africa, where the South Africans 4 are really strong, really highly experienced bowlers, but probably just struggled a little bit with the carpet more than the Australians. So it's all about on the day as well as the natural talent.
I watched some of that game, Kieran, and the Australians, they just arrived I think 2 days ago, and they were quite impressive for me, because I go to Australia regularly. I know some of these girls. They played very well. As you said, the South Africans were just that wee bit slower behind them. But hey, that was just the first game. There's a long way to go, and sometimes it's not the best bowlers who win these things. It's the survival of the fittest.
It is, and that's the advantage of a round robin as well. You know, if it doesn't go for you the first game, then there's another 10 games after that. Just looks like I think Canada probably have the holding shot at the moment. For those of you who might not know a lot about this tournament or are familiar with it, it's a World Bowls endorsed event for players aged 55 and over, and I think it's the only tournament of its type in the world. And we are grateful for the support of Bowl Cyprus and Constantino Brothers for making it happen.
Yeah, it just shows you the uptake there's been in this event here. The interest that it's grown tremendously since the first event. It just shows you that there is an opening for this type of event for seniors. And I say that in inverted commas, but there is that requirement for people of our age, a certain age. Well, not indicating that you are, but my age, just to take up this.
Absolutely.
It's there. The need is there for it.
So, I mean, back in 2023, there was 12 nations and 118 players. This time we've got 20 nations and 220 players.
Yeah.
So Canada being one of those countries that are here for the first time.
No, it's wonderful. It's all testament to the people who organise it. I mean, both Cyprus, what an event to put on for a small nation. I think they've only got something like about 180 members from all their clubs. 150 would have just been corrected there, but there you are. Now, what does that say about this island?
And there's about 50% of them involved in this tournament, either playing or umpiring or whatever.
Yeah, but you know how difficult it is to put on small events at your own club, but this is a world event, and they've delivered. So
on this, looks like so far, Delia has drawn the shot, the Scottish third, and now the two skips are just about to play. So as far as we can see, it's either one, maybe two shots to Scotland as it currently stands. This match is also being played under the floodlights, which is probably going to be an experience for many of the players here. So this game will last up to 2.5 hours. So really need those floodlights. It's starting to get a little bit dusk here in Paphos.
And it is getting a wee bit chilly out there now.
But you're hardy. You're okay.
No,
You don't mind the cold.
People who know me will tell you I am not hardy. I'm always well wrapped up. I respect the weather, but it doesn't respect me very much. I'm a cold person.
Is that why you're wearing a fleece and it's indoors? Yeah.
But, excuse me, and a pair of shorts. But some people will not believe, I can tell you that. Kieran.
Okay, so.
From the first game this morning, Scotland lost their first game this morning. They lost to, forget this.
Cyprus.
They lost to Cyprus.
Yeah.
They lost 20-6 this morning, so they'll be looking to try and get their first win under the belt. Canada, they won.
They beat their neighbours.
Yep.
USA.
USA, yep. So currently leading that section for the women is England B. They top it with 19 shots. They had a 19-shot win this morning against Namibia.
Okay.
So it's just the first game, but there's not a lot to separate them all. Well played, Lorraine.
Very good. Yeah.
High fives all round there.
It looks like the Scottish team perhaps have just gotten to grips with the surface a little bit quicker.
No lady luck there.
Now, if that had been you, Anne, you would have been right onto that jack with that wick, wouldn't you?
Not so sure about that, Kieran. I know my capabilities. I have played here before, and
Okay.
it's not easy. You know?
No, it's not an easy carpet. Okay, so we're off and running. It's 2 shots to Scotland in the first end, so that is 2-0. In terms of the matches, the format of this group is that there are 2 ladies sections. There's 11 in each group, and the top 2 in each group go through to the semi-finals and then the final, and they're going to be played on the 8th, so which is next Monday, I believe. Same for the men, although there's slightly more in the men's competition, but same format, so it's a round robin. So, you know, if you get off to a great start, you want to maintain that. If you don't get off to a great start, then you've got plenty of chances to try and put it right. And then next week we have a mixed competition as well.
Yeah, that's a new thing to the event. That should be pretty good.
Yeah, they've changed the format this year. Will they do that?
Well, it's growing. It's a long way for people to come just for a round robin. giving them another option to win a title.
We play 15 ends or 2.5 hours, and most of the games have just been creeping in under that 2.5 hours, so getting the 15 ends in. We also have, as you can see from the monitor, we have 2 other games going either side of our stream match, so we will, as and when we get opportunities, we'll keep you up to date with those scores and other scores from other matches happening in all the other rinks as well. Just for anybody who really wants to know, the 2 other matches are Cyprus, the champions from 2023, are playing Ireland on the rink to the left as you look at it, and on the right is the Norfolk Isles, are playing Cyprus A. As we saw from the previous game, this rink can be a bit of a particular challenge. So it might take a few ends for the players just to get the hang of it. You've played here, Anne, haven't you? In terms
yeah,
of
we played the Atlantic Championships the very first time we came over here. It is.
how did you find because the rinks are sort of different wherever you go, but
They are different. Every green has different hands. It depends probably on what ball you use, what you're comfortable with. You may catch one side and your opponent may catch the other side. They were not easy, but
it's the same for
them
everybody.
rules you've got to play by. You know,
Same,
it's just,
same for
as I
everybody.
said before, you only need to beat the nearest ball.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. Good ball there by Margaret Armstrong. Just golden shot. The Scottish team is Mandy McFadden playing lead. Margaret Armstrong is second. Delia Flanagan's third, and Lorraine Craig as skip. And then for the Canadian team, it's Tracy Warren lead, Lynn Frost second, Kathy Larkin is third, and the skip is Kay Johns. So, for those of you who have tuned into us earlier on in the day, we sometimes have had a few technical problems, primarily around the sound. So we will just make sure that you're hearing us loud and clear. If it's the way I talk, then I can't do much about that, but I'll try and put on a very posh accent. But so we might have a slight challenge, so bear with us. So you can see as the dust starts to settle, come down, there are lots of dark shadows on the rink, so we'll make sure that we can try and help you out as best we can with that. Okay, just lighten that picture slightly so help all those like me who wear glasses and haven't got perfect vision see a little bit better. Okay, just so you can see the lollipops going up, so it's Scotland currently holding 2.
Lorraine looks pretty well played here.
Yeah, good ball.
Good position too.
Yeah, very good.
As I said before, she is a seasoned skip, so
Yeah,
she knows her way round about a rink.
I think the Scottish rink were winners of the senior 4s in 23, or at least some of them were, and then runners up at the British Isles a year later.
Yeah, I think since then they have sort of two have gone to one club. They've sort of
Yes,
separated and gone in different clubs, but that still allows them to come and play in this event because they were the holders.
because they were members of Bathgate,
Yeah.
and then I think
two of them went.
two of them
to
moved
Seafield.
on. Yeah, I know.
Margaret and
Margaret.
Julia went to Seafield. But they've got a whole. I'm just looking at their stats. Mandy has 22 years experience. Margaret has 17. Julia 30, and Lorraine 44 years of experience both.
Very good. Yeah, very experienced bowlers.
So they've got loads of experience, but playing on this is a new experience. Have you been down to have a throw on them, Kieran? No.
I haven't. I haven't. But I know what it's like from last time.
I haven't played. I haven't thrown a ball in these greens since I was last year and playing in the Atlantic Championships. But I may have a wee throw before. Don't want to dull the memories of a good performance.
I brought my bowls with me, so you know I'll get a roll up at some stage.
No, but they have full Cyprus because this is a real good venue if you want to come over and bowl. They
Yeah.
have 3 full-size greens and the smaller rink,
Yeah.
green rinks in the middle. They have a whole selection of Taylor bowls which you can hire out if you
Okay.
want. So I wouldn't be stuck because Taylors are my bowl of choice, as most people will know.
So do you have just one type, or do you play aces or vectors or?
I used to work for Taylor, so I have
Oh,
quite
did you?
quite a
Okay.
variety, quite a
Oh,
selection.
you've got them all then.
No. They've always been my choice, and I've always been happy enough with that choice.
Okay.
You know.
So that's another shot to Scotland. So we now have after 2 ends, Scotland 3, Canada 0. I play with Taylor Vectors outdoor,
Yeah, I can do that too.
but I then use Henselite Dreamline XGs
Yeah.
indoor and in the States.
Well, I use vectors. I've always used vectors. Used to play with turquoise vectors. Then now I've come down a few sizes. Now I think I'm going to pink.
Brilliant, very good.
So I quite enjoy that. And I'm in Australia quite a lot, and vectors over in Australia for me is my bowl of
Oh, really?
choice as
Okay.
well. Yes.
Not Dreamlines or arrows
No,
or.
I like the vector. I know what they can do in this country, but I can know what they can do in Australia too. I'm not saying I'm that level the same as everybody else, but it's what I enjoy playing with, you know. And it's amazing to watch when you go to Australia, as it will be here. I mean, this is only the first day watching what models of bowls everyone's
Yeah, I
playing
know,
with,
yeah.
you know. And sometimes a bowl that has got a draw on these fast surfaces, artificial surfaces too, a drawing bowl is better because you miss all the kinks and you can put your bowl out and it will come back at the end. Scottish girls, it will be a new experience for them. It's a whole, not just one step up when you come to something like this. There's a whole, and
Yep.
these girls will all be nervous, whereas Lorraine, she's honed into this. She's used to this, and Delia will know what it's all about because Delia's sister Angie represented Scotland for many years too. So they all know the highs and lows.
Yeah.
Everybody's out trying their best.
Of course they are.
That's the main thing, isn't it? See, the Canadian team are all Ontario based.
They are, yes.
Yes. I actually watched some of the Canadian Championships the other week there.
Yeah.
Pleased to say that two of my friends won the singles.
Oh,
Joanna
okay.
Cooper and her partner. God, his name's just escaped me now too. But they played well. There were some good games there. I think it was an artificial surface as well, right? But
So
there's more and more artificial surfaces creeping into the game.
They are, yeah. The Canada's becoming, doing more on the world stage, you got obviously
Yes.
Ryan Bester and playing down under, but, a lot of the Canadians, and a lot of Canadians come down and play. A lot of Canadians come down and play in Florida, and in the States, in Arizona, and do all of that and
Yeah.
do very, very well.
I do know that there's a lot of Canadians over in Canada. In Australia, because Ryan Bester has been over there for a long time. And they've got prime jobs in bowling facilities over, specifically in Queensland. They've got all these, but and they've done well, even in all the sort of international events we've had recently. They've done very well, and as you say, they've come on so much.
Yeah.
In this game.
So the Canadian third here is Kathy Larkin, and she was due to she won the Canadian singles back in 2019 and was due to represent Canada in the World Champions of Champions in Australia, but of course it got cancelled in
COVID.
2020, and then it got cancelled again in 2021.
No.
But that's the standard. Good bowler. And she plays for Cosborn Park.
Cosburn Park, yep. It's in East York.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, I said they were all from Ontario.
Yeah.
East
In
York is
Toronto
just off
direction.
Toronto.
Yeah. It's a nice part of Toronto, that is.
Been to Calgary, but that's about the only place I've been to in Canada. Yeah, some of these smaller nations are creeping up.
Yeah, they are indeed. Very good. Well, part of the benefits they have is because there's a smaller number of players, is a lot of the players do get more international experience than perhaps you would do in England or Scotland, the larger nations, and that obviously has huge benefits. Norfolk Islands, for an example,
Yes.
small one club, small teams, but do fantastically well on the world stage. We are broadcasting on YouTube, so if you want to, you can leave some comments for us, some questions, some observations. If those are of Bowl's nature, then fantastic, but if you've got something else burning you want to discuss or talk or ask, then I'm sure we can find an expert to do that. And you expert on many things, I'm going to assume, yeah?
Bowling's not one of
Only bowling, no. But yeah, particularly, if you are dialing in to support teams from Scotland or from Canada, then obviously give us a shout. I know that a number of my friends from Canada that I know from playing bowls in Florida could be dialing in, or should be dialing in. I'll be wanting to know why they aren't dialing in. I give them all the links.
Well, when you think we have this facility to watch bowls from anywhere in the
Anywhere,
world,
I know it's fantastic. It is
um,
great.
it doesn't matter what the quality is, at least you're seeing something, whereas before you maybe had to wait a couple of days even to get a result,
Yeah.
newspapers and things like that. Now it's all instant, isn't it?
Oh, good ball. It's Kay. Kay's a very, very experienced bowler as well. She played in the North American Challenge in 2014 and has got national medals in different disciplines, pairs, triples and rinks. Again, all very experienced bowlers.
Quite a few countries here, the Kieran, who haven't won their national senior fours championships. Their country asked for nominations if you wanted to play. Whether you think that's right or whether you think it's wrong, each country can make up their own rules
Yeah.
to that. And some of them have just selected 4 players, whilst other ones, it's traditional for your winners, your national winners, to go forward to this. But hi-ho, that's the way.
I think that's the advantage of having being able to put in 2 teams per nation in
Yeah.
both men's and in the ladies. Certainly in Scotland. Oh, that's a really... oh,
2 great balls from
wow,
Lorraine there.
very good,
Great
very
balls.
good.
Angie's, sorry. Delia's quite delighted with that.
Yeah, I don't think Canada are going to play the last ball. I think they're going to, looks like they're holding shot. Yeah. I think so. Might be a wise decision. Or maybe not. I don't think I'd be playing.
As the saying goes, a bird in the hand.
It's early stage, you know.
Yeah.
Take one.
Sometimes
No.
games are won and lost in the first couple of ends, because people,
Well, that was brave. Well, what was the outcome?
Mm.
2 down.
Getting a thigh slap from her third.
Okay.
1,
2.
2. 3, 2. Could we head that?
So 5 to, so that's 2 more to Scotland, and that is now 5 to them, 0 to Canada, when it looks like it could have been 1 to Canada before that.
Yep.
Um,
My mistake.
I don't know if a lot of people are familiar with the slap on the side of the leg. You get that in Canada and North America, and that means shots
Yeah, but it's
against,
sometimes,
and a
but
tap
it's a
on the
lazy
head.
way. Yeah, yeah.
the
yeah.
tap
Oh,
on
yeah.
the head is shot for, yeah.
Your shoulder.
Yeah. But then again, sometimes you need to be brave, don't you?
Yeah, well. It's better to take your chances at the beginning of a game than wait until the last end of the second last
Yeah,
end.
yeah,
You just
So two of my friends from Canada, Andy and Debbie Davis, have just are just logged in. So hi to both of you. I'm sure you're enjoying the cold Canadian weather rather than us all being in Florida at the moment, but you know, next year. Although I'm in Cyprus, so it's slightly warmer than it is in Canada. So.
bowl there.
Yeah, good ball.
Not quite a chalker though, or a toucher. I've got to explain my diary when everything went up, when we've got to talk in different countries. Everyone talks differently, and you know.
And what did you call it there?
A chalker.
A chalker.
A chalker, yes, a toucher. It's the same as when you say
A toucher.
well, a toucher, but when you chalk the bowls up
Okay.
to
Right.
stop them from falling over, we don't call them that. We call them wedges.
Wedges.
It's a different dialect. It's Scotland.
I'm going to have to make a note of all these now.
It's a different language we talk away.
Is it? I hadn't noticed.
It's a Tugter
I-
language, if you can
well,
understand what Tugter
I-
means.
Well, I'm not much different being from Northern Ireland. It's just sort of just across the water a bit.
I know what a shift is.
Listen, man. He's set on this. He's not following the ball down.
So Andy from Canada was just asked a question online about what sort of bowls that the players are using on the carpet, and it's a mixture of all sorts.
Yes, there's a variety of every manufacturer's out there.
You know,
There's Drake's, Aero, Henselite, Taylor's. They're all out there.
But interestingly, so when I played here, I used lasers or Dreamlines, but I get this sense that whilst some of the rinks are quite swinging, there's also a lot of fairly straight hands as well, and I know that some of the players are using a slightly wider bias bowl.
Yeah.
So certainly the Taylor Aces
Yeah.
and the Tiger TX. So not many people would be using a Dreamline XG, for example. Probably not as much as you would think on this sort of surface.
I'm not really an expert in other manufacturers' bowls. I do know the Taylor bowls, obviously, because I work for them. But
Did you work for Taylor?
Did I? Yes. Did I mention that?
No. Are you on a commission still?
No. You've got to be loyal. They were very good to me, so. And they do produce a good product, but so do the other manufacturers.
Yeah,
It's just what
yeah.
you prefer.
Yeah,
It's just
absolutely.
each personal preference.
So I think really Andy just sort of answered the question. It seems most of the players are using probably a more medium to wider bias than some of the narrower biases we would use in Florida.
And this is a felt carpet. It's not a woven carpet.
Right. And one thing I remember from last time was that when it rains, whilst light rain it will drain off fairly easily, and when we have torrential rain it just sort of soaks in, and it's a bit of a challenge to play on.
Yes, it takes a wee while for it to dry out. You can see some damp patches in it, as we've seen today, because of the showers last night and this morning. But if you miss that line, it seems just to swoop away at the end, doesn't it?
Yeah, especially if your weight's not spot on. So Scotland's still holding one.
And even if he's not in close, you still see the line. It looks quite a short rink from this,
Yeah, it does.
this angle,
yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah,
But it
does.
is. But it is a legal length.
In terms of the speed of the rinks, it's every one is slightly different. They do depend based on the morning. So we have rinks that are down towards the seafront that are probably a little bit slower than maybe this rink, or the rinks up on the top, which in the morning can be quite fast. But it's certainly quicker than your normal grass green, unless you're maybe down
As
in
you say, Kieran, the ones down at the seafront, it gradually moves up, and if you go to the top green, it's in front of the other hotel.
Yeah.
And that is shaded in the morning, I think it is, and then it moves down.
Yeah.
So then the greens, because the sun moves round about, it dictates the pace.
Yeah. Good ball there from Kay. But to Andy, answer your question, because you answered the question about speed, it's probably a little bit quicker than Rubico. Probably, if it's going to be Rubico speed, it's going to be St. Pete's speed as opposed to Clearwater, and it's definitely quicker than the greens at Sun City Centre. And for anybody who doesn't play bowls in Florida, they're going, what is he talking about? But we understand that. That was very niche knowledge for anybody who was listening to that. So
Well, that's what
something
you're
like we're having a
here.
private conversation.
That's why you're here. It's good when you have that different experience from
experiences,
all
yeah.
round about, you know. But I know our indoor clubs back home, they don't ever change the settings
No.
on the. But I think here they do change the settings on each rink, because I think because the weather. If you look at that the carpets or the surfaces of these rinks throughout the day, they're all even. There's no warm bits on it. There's no light patches. There's no dark patches. They're all evenly worn.
So Canada are on the board. Picked up one there. So it'll be interesting to see what length of jack they play here. Yeah, and of course here they've reduced the number of rinks to allow for seating down the middle
Yes.
of one of these rinks as
Yes.
well. But you're right, on a typical indoor carpet, you play the same way. It's the woven carpet, as you
Yes.
say, which is totally different to this. Indoor carpet, in my experience, tends to be a lot truer. You know, you tend to
Yes.
get the same sort of speed. You know, it's fairly consistent because it's not exposed to the weather. Whereas this, you know, does change, as we know, during the day and depending on the elements and the wind and the greens.
Yeah, we're just talking here. I know I played in Australia on surfaces that have newly laid artificial surfaces, and I do know that they turn the green on a weekly basis, and you play with the seam, and some weeks you're against the seam. That's just the way it is, because these carpets now are expensive to put down, so you want, I think, try to get even wear across them all.
So Canada just went. Tracy is the lead for Canada. She's just drifted through about a metre probably. Tracy is here with her husband, is also playing Reese. And they both play for Lindsay Bowling Club, which I think is about 130 odd kilometres northeast of Toronto, so still in the Ontario region. And I know a few of the Lindsay bowlers come down to Florida during the winter, play down there.
And getting a good view of all three rinks up here. We are doing the game in the middle.
We'll do a check on the scores on the other rinks if we can, just either zoom in or get some binoculars on, have a look, or lean over the balcony. Which it won't be me leaning over the balcony, but yeah, good ball.
Very good. It's a great facility for here, isn't it, Kieran?
It is fantastic, yeah.
And it's well supported, it's well maintained. Lots of people come from all over to play. Like there was Crown Green bowlers last week, and I think there's about 80 or 90 of them, and they come for a couple of weeks. They play their bowls, just love it. You don't need to-
It's hard to imagine another facility like this, certainly in this part of the world or in the north, the traditional bowling nations of the UK. It's great. And they seem to host an awful lot of touring parties who come over from different clubs and spend some time here, both playing at the hotel complex here and also local clubs as well.
Is it Aliathan that's just across the road?
Yeah, it's just across the road, yeah. Just going to have a little bit of get close to that head and see, get a close idea of who's holding shot. You mentioned Crown Green bowlers. We actually have a large number of the players this year are play different formats of the game.
Yes.
So we have quite a few short mat bowlers. So particularly some of the Canadians and the Northern Irish players have got national and world titles in that. We have Crown Green bowlers. We have great bowl.
Northern Ireland is very proficient in the short mat game.
It is.
It's
I mean,
very popular too, isn't it?
It's the game I started playing when I was growing up, for the reason being we had one stadium, which was in Belfast, and there wasn't any at that stage. So you played short mat bowls during the winter in village halls and church halls and all of that. And you'll probably find that all of the Irish team started playing short mat bowls. But it's becoming a very popular sport in Canada, and one of the Canadian gents, Bill, he's just won the Canadian short mat triples in the last couple of weeks, and he'll be going he'll be going to play the World Championships, I think, in Norway.
Yeah, well, quite a lot of places in Europe now have these facilities.
Yeah, a lot of Scandinavian countries have played it.
I've got to say it is, I'm not a short mat bowler. I can never get comfortable to deliver the ball.
Okay.
And it's one that I don't particularly enjoy watching, because the policeman in the middle stopping it doesn't. But the amount of people who play it, it's just, and it's wonderful.
And I think they have it here as well, don't they? Do, yes, yeah.
But they also have here at Athena Beach, you also have the indoor facility downstairs if it rains. Yeah. And I mean, that is just, I mean, I was here a few times before I even knew that existed. And then because of the rain last year, some of the games had to go downstairs, and they're very good rinks.
Yes. That ball looks like it might be just out of bounds.
Just having a look. I don't know.
Yeah. Out. I think this is a particularly tricky hand, this backhand
Seems
going
to
up
hold,
there.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it does hold, and we noticed in other games earlier on today, it would almost take like a kick or a little bump on the carpet and go out, so it's a challenge.
See some jackets going on now.
It's getting cooler.
Yep.
So we got Scotland currently holding 2 there. So if you're the Canadian skip, what would you be playing there, or what are the options for trying to get shot?
I think it maybe be playing the forehand to come up and take that yellow ball out, because the 2 red balls are
Yep.
over to the left-hand side. Well, red disked balls,
Red
but they're pale blue balls. I'm so used to when we do these big events, it's one, we only have red or green balls, and it's easier to define. But when you see so many colours, it gets a wee bit overwhelming, I think, sometimes.
Because you do a lot at Potters, don't you? Or you used to anyway, or you still do?
Yeah, not this year. I'm not
Okay.
doing it. That's me retired now. But
But
it's
that's very
wonderful
much
to watch.
the red and
Yeah,
green
yeah,
balls, and it's pretty easy to
Yeah.
distinguish whose balls
But
are
they
who.
did go through a lot of a process to decide when they changed to the blue carpet.
Oh, wow.
Well done, Lorraine,
That's
again.
really impressive bowling.
Yes.
Very good.
When they decided on the blue carpet, they did have other sample colours.
Oh, okay.
To decide what they wanted, what looked best on television, and they did have sample colours of bowls to decide whether it was tartan bowls, pink bowls,
Okay.
blue bowls, you know. So there's a whole load of things. I remember seeing a shocking pink carpet and a beige honey-coloured one, but sometimes these were too severe on your eyes for television.
So they thought about putting in a pink carpet. Was that
Well,
one?
I think it was Dales who'd done it. They'd done
Right, yep.
samples
Yeah.
and the television. I think it was when Nigel Oldfield was in charge, the CEO of World Bowls. World Bowls Tour, and they did have different colours of sample carpets, and they did have a wide selection of bowls colours, and it wasn't just somebody plopped a blue carpet out the air and red and green bowls. Now, it was quite interesting to watch. But they did go through a whole system where they had television cameras to see which one was suited more for
Right, okay,
viewers.
yeah.
You know.
Which is a different type of experience watching it than being in the
Yes,
audience or
yes.
playing. Yeah.
But Potters this year will be different too, because there's a new carpet
Oh, is it?
this
Okay.
year. So if you're a betting man, just take that into consideration. There could be a few shocks.
Well, a friend of mine's qualified out of the USA. Calvin Darling. He won the US PBA, so he's from San Francisco. So he's coming over to play
Yeah.
in January, which is just absolutely fantastic.
It's a wonderful event. That is another wonderful facility over there, and it's nice to see people getting that opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, and they've had to work hard to qualify
Yeah.
to get there, and they all enjoy the experience. I don't think I've ever heard one person in the 25, 26 years I've been there saying they didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
And the top players, the world top 16, they make everybody welcome. They try to help wherever they can.
So another 3 shots for Scotland. So they're just starting to stretch their lead at the moment. Still a long way to go in this game. We're only 5 ends in, so only a third the way through. Well, we got a quick look at the score there. It's a pretty close game. Until then, I could see the scoreboard.
It was
So Cyprus and
3 to
Norfolk Islands,
I think it was 3-4
No,
or something
that
like
4
that, was it?
yeah,
Yes.
4-3 to
That's
Cyprus.
5 ends, so
Yeah.
that's a tight start.
And maybe we'll get a look at what the Irish score is as well. I'm assuming you know the Irish skip pretty well as well, Sandra Bailey. And
Yeah, played against Sandra, played against Jennifer Dowd as well.
Yeah,
So for
So-
me it's a strong, and I think they'll be there
yeah,
in the final reckoning.
yeah.
But I think they've got quite a lot of experience between them all.
Yeah.
But as I said before, it doesn't matter. Experience goes out the window. It's
does.
just
It's on
looking
the-
for
on the day.
results, isn't it? Just
I mean, Ireland are one of those. So we were talking earlier on about how do teams rinks get here, and you know, it seems to be, as you said, either maybe they win their national senior fours title, which is generally the way that, you know, Wales have gone, Scotland, England, or there's a selection process, and Ireland decided that they would go through a selection process.
Yeah, well, each association calls for an expression of interest.
Yeah.
So you can put in your name, and I don't know if it's a selection committee that chooses them, or how it's chosen.
I think for Ireland it was a selection committee, yeah, according to what Tommy Smith, the manager, was saying.
But there's 2 or 3 countries have been like that. Some, even the smaller countries, because they don't have enough players.
And some of the countries don't actually have a national fours title. So in the USA, for example, they don't have the equivalent of a national fours. So they went through a selection process. South Africa go through a selection process as well.
I thought perhaps USA did have.
No, they're all.
Fours. No, they're all.
No, they don't. They
sometimes too. It's a cost issue.
And it's a cost issue as well. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
It's a much debated side of the game.
Yeah, it is.
It's only people who can afford it that can go to these things, because a lot of the national associations now choose not to pay for representatives to come.
Yeah, it is a challenge.
But quite a lot of the clubs, I know, I can only speak for Scotland, the girls did a lot of fundraisers, and they were helped greatly. They picked up a few sponsors along the way. Yep. Perhaps not mega bucks, but every little helps when you come to these things. So they're very, very thankful. Yeah,
I've noticed that particularly the Scottish clubs, so Marchmont and Bathgate, were been very, very supportive of their players. Okay, we need to encourage Lorraine to stand to one side, maybe, which she does, and then Kay jumps in.
Kay jumps in, yes.
And then you can see on the other rink, clearly there's a measure over the length of the jack as well. So
I see the ITO, Fiona Kerr, she's in there, wasn't up.
And obviously that jack was too short.
Yep.
Okay, we've had a few comments through on YouTube, so thank you for that. But again, if there's anything else you want to ask us, then you know, just put a comment on there, and we'll definitely respond to it. A great ball.
Sponsorship is difficult to get these days, Kieran.
Yeah.
You know, this is why you're grateful to a facility like Athena Beach Hotel here in the Constantino Brothers, who have welcomed this.
Yeah, very much so.
And this is not just the first event that they've had. Obviously, it's the second event of the Senior Fours, but they've had quite a few world events here, international events here, so they're renowned, you know, for their capabilities.
Yeah, 2009 and 2015, I think there was the actual Atlantic Championships. That's a lot of these players might have played at. I know Rob was played at, and some of the other ones, Skippy and players like that. Somebody's been given the message. That was a bit of a shove one or a pull.
It was.
Very, very subtle, not.
Takes a bit, because in our country we're not used to televised events, so you tend to stand just behind the jack to see what road the balls are taking.
And it's enthusiasm as well.
Yeah, and where other countries, particularly Australia, they're so used to this, they stand well to the side. But we'll get there. I mean, it's just because more and more games are being televised live.
Well, those floodlights are doing a good job, because it's pitch dark out there, and they're lighting up that whole rink, or all 3 rinks, to be honest. So yeah.
Even down at the bottom, you're nearest to see that it's pretty well lit as well. looking at the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see the boards there, and there's tennis courts there.
Right.
So I don't know if they have the tennis lights on as well. It's a good all-round sports facility here.
And I think that's just an example of what that side of the rink is like.
Yeah.
It just fights the bias coming down and just doesn't want to come in. We obviously have, there's about 34 games being played today, so we have a number of other games going on around the rest of the rink, so we'll try and get some update on scores from our roving reporters out and about, and we'll let you know. So if there's any scores or any countries you're particularly interested in that we're not streaming at the moment, then let us know, and we will try and find out.
We've got Ireland versus Cyprus, 1-3 after 4 ends.
Okay.
Scotland B versus Australia, 3-3 after 4 ends. South Africa versus Spain, 2-4, 4 ends. Jersey B versus Canada, Jersey B lead 5-2 after 4 ends. And the Isle of Man versus Cyprus B is 1-7 to Cyprus after 4 ends. Just so
Okay.
there's a long way to go.
Okay, it is, yeah. Oh, we're now building a fence around this lovely shirts there.
Yep.
Let us see it.
Well, it's
Oh,
connected with
yes,
something.
what a good ball, good result.
That was quite a decent head of bowls.
It is
too. Looked
actually,
quite
it
good,
is.
wasn't it?
It is.
Well, Skip seems pleased with it
Yeah.
anyway. Or the third.
I mean, we do have certain challenges on the camera because we are looking down on it from above. So if the jack is towards this end, you know, we do have a little bit of restriction. So,
Yes.
but we'll try and bring as much as we can. So we're assuming that obviously Canada are holding shot as a result of that trail.
Rain looks pretty good for weight. It's diving that wee bit.
Okay, holding one, Canada. I know we can't see it, but you might assume there's probably room to maybe draw another
Yeah.
shot, you would hope. Yes, pace looks good.
Team looks happy with that
Yeah, very good. Is that touch of it?
2.
Very good. Excellent, very good.
2.
Okay, so that's 2 for Canada. That makes it 8-3 to Scotland after 6 ends. And if I just see correctly, that's Tracy playing lead for Canada wearing earmuffs. So either earmuffs or headphones. I
Can't really make
I
it
wouldn't have
out.
thought it's cold enough for earmuffs here, but I don't know. But there you go. Kay's putting her jacket on, so maybe it is a little bit cooler down there.
The hardy Scots have
Of course you
yet
are,
to put the
yeah.
jackets on.
Yeah, that's just that confirmation, that score there. It's really close, isn't it?
7 shots scored in the Irish game
Yeah.
after 5 ends.
Yeah, it's pretty tight, isn't it?
Yep. At the end of the day, you only need to win by 1
You
game
do.
to get the 2 valuable 2 points. And the other game is close on the other side. 9 shots after 6 end, 5-4 to Norfolk Islands against Cyprus.
I played a singles match a couple of weeks ago, and I managed to win, but I lost 8 ends in a row just by a single.
Oh.
8 singles. And you think, you know, it can be hard sometimes.
Yeah.
That's all it needs.
That's the challenge in bowls,
You
though,
know.
isn't it?
So I'm going to make a guess that jack's short. It doesn't look
I think
to be.
I would make a guess too that it is short. I think the mat's up a wee bit.
Yes.
As I said, from the angle that we have up here, the green looks short
It
anyway.
does. Of course it does. Yeah.
So Fiona's walking quickly up the green. Fiona Kerr, ITO from Scotland. Very, very experienced
Yes.
Fiona. She's
Yeah,
been
they're very
round the
good.
globe.
They are very good.
Very dedicated bunch, these guys.
Ooh,
Oh.
it's close. Oh,
Very
Wasn't
close.
much in it.
No,
Wasn't-
there was not much
it wasn't
in
as short as we thought it was. All right. Well, at least we didn't bet on that.
Well, advantage
It's
Scotland
close.
again. Matt's coming back. A couple of yards too, she seemed to walk there.
In North America, they tend to play, the minimum length is much shorter. It's about 2 meters less than we have
Okay.
here. So there is a tendency to play shorter length jacks generally. So I'm assuming that's what they were going for there. Mind you, that doesn't look much longer.
Well, I think that is a short length, but I think
The mat's back.
the mat's back, so I think it will be legal, I think. Even Lorraine seems to be questioning it. Mm.
Yeah, I think.
Sense
don't-
another umpire.
Yeah, don't be putting your measure away. In fact, no, I don't know. Are they going for it?
Do we hear the shout,
there we go.
umpire?
Yeah, measure again.
Mm. Quite a
I'm
kind
not
of-
making a comment on. I think it is.
I think it's quite,
it
it's
might
quite
be
a
o-
good decision because Canada threw a short jack and then Scotland threw a short jack too. You think they would have lengthened it just
Yeah,
that wee
exactly.
bit?
Rather than take that chance.
Yeah. And Canada did well at the jack
On a
up at this
they
end, the
did.
last end,
That's
because
right, on
and
a
it was longer too when
correct.
she moved
Yeah,
it. So
absolutely. Yeah. I'm going to say this is up. That's my bet. I'm wrong.
no. Hmm. Well, the jack just gets,
So Jack goes on the tee, and then you
and the
can.
mat goes
Matt
wherever,
goes
it
wherever
wants,
you want.
yes.
Yeah. I mean, but they both were short by small margins.
Yep, yep.
There you go. It's a nice shuffle.
Well, the mat's up quite a bit this time. However, it's small things like that that can
Yeah.
change the course of the
Yeah,
game.
It does.
Sometimes I feel very critical when you see bowls that swing tight, hold out, because we've never played on them. We're only sort of giving our opinion. And everybody's trying their best, aren't they?
Of course you are. Yeah, absolutely. And you were saying earlier on that you don't know Mandy and Margaret as well as you know the. Is it because it's a different club, or you just haven't
It's
played?
because it's a different club.
Different club.
It's not in my area.
Your area.
Scotland is
Okay.
divided into 32 areas.
Right.
At national championship level, you have, I think you have singles, pairs, triples, fours, senior singles, senior fours. You have the juniors, men, women. I think at the end of it there are something like 24 finals.
Really? Wow.
24 disciplines played over a week.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful event. Northfield is a good venue, 5 greens.
Yeah. Up in air?
Yeah, it is a wonderful facility. But to try and get to that, you don't see, you only play in your own area all the time.
Yeah.
And I think because sometimes there's not a big entry into some of them, you tend to get that you're playing the same people all the time, and you don't meet anybody from other areas until you get to Northfield. You know.
But you've got to win your county.
You've got to win your area.
Your area, would it be?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Counties, we also have county championships
Oh,
as
right.
well, you know, which is a separate,
altogether.
you know. And West Lothian, where these girls are from, is a very, very, very strong county, district, whatever you want to
Right.
call it. They are very strong in that area.
Yeah.
Men too, the men are.
Yeah. Oh, it's unusual to be that far through.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, now that the mat's been moved up, there's different lines as well at
Yes.
play, so it
Yes.
does change
And
some
they
of
won't
the...
have, they haven't played with that mat
No.
up. And last week we had the national championships indoors for Scotland.
Okay.
They were played at Stirling. Again, there was a live feed from there. The bowling was absolutely unbelievable
Yeah.
at times. It was amazing. But we had Julie Forrest
Yes.
won the ladies singles
Yeah, great player.
for the 10th time. Just
Ah.
the 10th time.
Well, she's good. Yes,
Yes.
very good.
And Ian McLean, who won the National Outdoor Championships last summer for the
Yes.
4th time,
Yes.
won the indoor again for the 4th time. But it wasn't an easy route to win that title for all of them, because there were some phenomenal games. And I think that the juniors, under 18s and under 25s, were just as exciting. So it's good that we have that quality coming through,
Yeah.
Kieran, you know.
I mean, Ian McLean he's not a superstar name the way like Marshall and Foster, but I watched him playing last year in the Nationals, and he's great singles
Fabulous,
player.
He's a fabulous singles
Really,
player.
really good.
I think he's a World Championship
Yeah.
bronze medal, and
Yeah.
I think he had bronze at Birmingham in the
Yeah,
Commonwealth.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's really.
And he
And I think I
plays.
saw him then at the World Champion of Champions as well. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I think he's won that twice. Is it?
Yeah.
I think he's won it.
We will just do a little zoom in and see if we can have a look at the head, seeing there's a collection of bowls around that jack, or getting close to that jack.
But it's great too because of the live links that you can see national championships from all around the world.
I watched the Scottish one. They stream it well. In fact, you're right. I mean, I watched the US play downs, the Canadian ones. They do that
The
very
same.
well. You know, most
then-
countries do it really
And then
well.
I moved to Malaysia, and then I moved just all round about.
That's
We're
a
very
really
fortunate.
strong. That part of the world is really strongly
Oh,
growing their
yes,
bowls,
yes.
on, especially amongst
Yeah.
younger players.
Well, it was Malaysia, and then I went to Hong Kong for the Classic after that. So you never. Well, I'm never get bored watching bowls, you know. But
Did you go to the Classic? No,
not this year.
Not
No,
this year.
I used to go many years ago. Lorraine and I played with Lorraine in it. Lorraine won the singles, and then twice I've lost in the semi-final of the pairs. I think once with Lorraine and once with can't remember now. Too long ago, Kieran. Too long ago. But I love Hong Kong. Is wonderful. They make you feel very welcome. but it's-
And obviously we had Dan Salmon was runner-up this year in the singles
Oh,
from Wales.
It was. But Dan's I was in Australia last year or 2 years ago when he won the Champion of Champions.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
great.
And he's a nice lad.
He's a lovely. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see him at Cardiff where I play indoor bowls, and
Nice lad. Never changed.
and his dad as well, Ben.
Yeah.
Lovely. You know, nice people.
Yeah.
very quiet and shy.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah, yeah.
They're all characters in their own right, aren't they? I feel very fortunate to have travelled around the world and I've watched some of these boys growing up.
Yeah.
You know, and step at a time,
Yeah.
win this, knocked out semi-finals, then the
Yeah.
next year they come back stronger.
Yeah.
You know.
So obviously Lorraine walking down to the mat. Not sure
It's-
who's holding shot there.
There's
We
loads
got
of room there, I would think.
a spread of bowls
Yeah.
there. Plenty of room, you would think, for a draw.
Well, I think this looks about 4 feet.
Easy to
island.
say from here, isn't it?
Yeah. Julius looks a wee bit tight. Well, she gets through
Well,
there and
that's
maybe
good.
catches something. Oh, look how much that has
Just her,
swung
oh,
away.
good lord, look at that. It's finished, what, probably a metre to the left of the jack as we looked at it.
Metre, 4 feet or something like that. The better shot coming in, I think, Kieran, if it gets past the front bowls. Yep, number 1.
Like we were saying earlier on, this is the second match for these two teams, and obviously Canada had a good win over the USA earlier on, 16-7, and then Cyprus beat Scotland 20-6. Okay, so one shot to Canada.
England B currently lead that section. It's going to be tight just after one game, Kieran. England B won by 19 in their first game.
Okay.
Cyprus are in second place. They won by 14. Jersey A won by 11, and Canada won by 9. So it will be a lot of movement after.
What was
Round
that
two.
Cyprus Scotland score again? Was it 26?
Where are we? Cyprus, Scotland, 20 for 6.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I didn't watch it. They were down in the bottom green. I think
Okay.
rink, the second rink from the ocean,
Okay.
and I think it's a wee bit windy, a wee bit cold.
Yeah.
But however, it was the same for everybody.
It is.
But Cyprus played very well.
Yeah. Well, Cyprus, of course, won the ladies' championship 2 years
Last
ago,
year,
as we know, and they're obviously back with having a battle there with the Irish team.
Home advantage is always, it's worth a couple of shots to you.
Yeah.
But you've
Oh.
still got to play the shots too.
We do. Are we having another measure?
Looks like it.
Throwing the jack is tough. In fairness, it is a challenge when you're trying to be really specific on the length. You know, it is. So I have
wonder
lots
if
of
it
I have
would-
lots of sympathy.
Well, I wonder if it will be getting quite a bit heavier because it's
Yeah, it
about
might be
into
getting
the
colder.
evening, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
a bit dampness coming through.
yeah, may well be.
It doesn't look as though it's up. No, the 18 inches short. That's to be done.
Okay, so we just had some more results in from around the green. Again, still on the ladies' competition. Jersey A versus England is 11-4 to England. Namibia and the Czech Republic, that is 8-7 to Namibia. USA and Wales is 4-all. I got a keen interest in that one from both sides. Scotland and obviously Canada, the one game we're watching here, and then Norfolk Islands and Cyprus, the game that we're watching on the far side. Oh, great start there from Tracy. Just probably about a foot behind the jack. Good spot.
If anybody wants to know specifically who's playing in these teams, Kieran, because there's lots of names, and
Okay.
just ask away and we'll give you the teams
Okay.
as they line up.
Tracy just glanced at jack there, just didn't stay with it.
Just drop short.
Yeah, bit of both, that one.
This looks choo-choo, I think. Oh, he's just picked it up. Oof.
Oh, Jack's getting a battering this end.
Canadian girl looks as though she's got her hood up or her hat on.
Okay, still. Bowlers are all persisting with this forehand,
Yeah, I
or
was
this left
thinking
hand
that,
side
Kieran,
rather.
just
Good, I just drifted. Good error. Line was good.
I think the other, well, especially going up the other way towards the Constantinou sign, I think if you're playing the forehand, as
Yeah.
we did see, it swings away quite
Yeah, it does.
drastically at the end,
yeah.
doesn't it?
Absolutely. I think most.
This is gentler.
Oh, yeah, good ball.
Nice
Very
ball.
good. Yeah, really good. Yeah, there's not been many balls played either up and down on that right hand side of the
No,
rink,
no.
you know, because of that swing.
Makes you want to go out there and just
I
have a
know
wee
it
feel
does,
of it, doesn't
absolutely,
it?
it really, really does.
Good ball coming in here. Oh, just
So yeah, oh, here we go. So what's that, one, I think? Look at the lollipops.
well, Delia's on the hand we've just been talking about.
Oh,
Great attempt,
good
wasn't it?
ball. Very good.
Hard to think we're only halfway through this game.
That's a nice delivery from Kathy. She's got a nice
Yeah.
style there.
Bit
Just
high.
the weight probably is going to just keep it.
Look, so it's going in. No, it stayed on.
So I think it's 1-2 Canada. That front red bowl, blue bowl with a red sticker.
Just to confuse us.
I know it's good. It's
Oh,
it's just goes, doesn't it?
that dipped so quickly in that last metre.
Hard luck. Good effort.
And yet our first bowl was good weight and it held just that wee bit.
Yeah,
and
it did.
She needed to play with that a wee bit to move that.
Yes,
holding
absolutely.
short.
Yeah, just that extra couple of feet of weight.
Yes. But never having played recently on these greens at this time of night, you don't know if it's changing, the greens changing very quickly or,
Yeah.
you know.
We, in 2 years ago in 2023, we played the first day. We played 3 games, and our third game was under the floodlights,
Mhm.
and it was sticky
Yeah.
because it was cold,
Mhm.
and we were playing 2 rigs over, so the light wasn't. You were sort of falling between the.
Yeah.
So it was a challenge, but from a pace point of view, it was a little bit sticky, you know.
Mhm.
That's my excuse for playing short bowls. It's not me, it was the environment, it was the rink. Yeah, I was perfect.
Short. Been a long day for you, Kieran, and the boys doing the streaming in here. It's
Been a lot of
all
talking.
day. Yes.
I won't be talking later on. And this is only the first
You
day.
need to
I get 6
lubricate
more. I get
these
6 more
vocal
days of
cords,
this.
though.
I'll be sick of my own voice by the time that finishes. That's a good bowl. Very good.
I just hope everybody's enjoying it because it is dedicated work for you guys that have been doing it and the lad who's on the streaming.
Well, for me, it's a different experience.
Yes.
Having played here and now coming here to do this has been, it's great to come
Good to
back.
catch up with everyone.
And
again,
it's
isn't
good
it?
seeing people that you played
Yes.
with before. Absolutely, yeah, really good. And that's one of the things I remember is whilst it's, players are here to compete and win. There's a lot of camaraderie and
yes,
friendliness,
yes,
and
yes.
we keep in touch with people I played against
Yes.
2 years ago, and then see them again last night. It was great, great. You can still be competitive and play it in the right way,
Of course.
Okay, so another one to Canada. So that makes it 8-5 after 8 ends. I mean, interesting. The first 3 ends, Scotland were 5-0 up, and since then, it's been pretty level.
I know they've only scored in one
fact,
end. They've only scored in one,
yeah.
one of the last 5 ends.
So clearly, now that they've settled down, they're getting the measure of this green a bit more. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting game. And we've got a jack length without a measure.
Well, it must still be pretty short. When you look where the side peg is to how the mat's up,
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not a legal jack, I'm saying it looks
It's
pretty
just-
short
it's,
again,
it's,
doesn't
it's,
it?
it's legal but short, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that got a wee kick out there? Maybe
Yeah,
just the weight would hold it
It
out.
is. It's so unforgiving.
Now, we all know the vagaries of playing night games, whether it be grass or whether it be artificial.
Yeah.
There must be vagaries that, as the evening conditions come down.
I think this year, because there's so many, say we're playing 34 games a day,
Mhm.
day in, day out for 7 days.
Mhm.
there's just not the capacity in the schedule to have an empty session.
Yes.
So it's got to be 3 sessions a day.
Shall we get that kick now?
It's about
Yep.
there. It starts.
Yep.
It just So if you're that 3-4 feet over, it just it
Great
won't help you.
line, so she must just be
Yeah.
what, about a yard or a metre through. Heavy. Just a tad heavy.
So just back to the what sort of bowls that they're playing with. I think Tracy's playing with Dreamlines, which I hence like Dreamlines, which probably matches up with what we're seeing in that they're just slightly fighting the balance, they're not turning in. So
But if you look at that last bowl there from the Canadian, she held it tighter and
it just goes.
just goes. And yet they are persisting on this backhand side of the rink, going up towards the signage.
It does make you want to go down and play in this rink and just see what that run is like when all those bowls are just.
I think
keep
too,
going.
when you play this level 2 and you only have 2 bowls, it becomes a wee bit daunting to try and change your hand when you do, and you think, well, sometimes it's better the devil you know.
Correct. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Especially when every player is doing more or less the same.
Yeah,
It's they're all.
They're a wee
Persistent
bit
with it.
frightened just to change and just,
Yeah.
but sometimes it's worth it just.
Do you think that's the role of a skip, perhaps, to suggest if it's not working, it maybe they can to change, or you leave it to the individual player to make that decision?
Depends what shot you've got to play, or
Yeah, good.
I think you know yourself when you're not catching a side, you think, will I change, will I be worse than the other? All these emotions go through your head.
Yep.
But sometimes you've just got to be brave and just say, right, I'm going to try it. And as I said earlier, it's better to try it earlier in the game than wait until the last few ends.
I'm just looking at the time. We've been playing, we started at 4:45, it's now 6:15 here, our time. So they've been playing an hour and a half, and they're
Well,
just
halfway
halfway
through,
through.
So I don't think they'll get the game
I
finished.
don't think we're going to see 15 ends
Was
here.
it two and a half
2.5
hours or 15 ends?
2.5. So we're 2.5 hours. I just got a glimpse of the lollipop going up there. I think it's 1-2 Canada. I think. I think.
Endure that ball. Very slow, wasn't it? Quite frustrating, this rink.
It is,
when you watch it.
It is, especially for the show rink where two of our 3 games are televised on this. So we've got an update on some scores in the gents. We've got is Australia versus Cyprus A is 7-6 to Australia, 10 ends. England 2023 champions, we saw this morning, they're beating the Welsh B team 17-6, so they're continuing to pile on the points. England B versus Zimbabwe is 12-5 to England. Isle of Man and Switzerland are having a real battle, 8-9, 9-8 to Switzerland. And then Jersey B versus Namibia is 14 to Jersey, 9 to Namibia. And when we say A and B...
14 to Namibia, 3 to Jersey.
14, you're right, sorry, it's
Yeah.
14-3, that's the 9 ends. And when we say A team and B team, it's not in standards of quality or selection, it's just what we call them. It could be Could be anything but
If
just,
anybody wants to know who's in TV
Yeah.
or TV, because
Yeah.
it just, don't know if we're just being lazy, not
Yeah.
mentioning all the names all the time, but if you're following a specific team, I think you'll know yourself who's playing what. Wee bit of a loose head here. I think they've been having better heads coming up this way
yes, they have this time around,
than
yeah.
playing down
Yeah.
the way.
And,
Oh,
and I
look
think
at that ball, did
and
you
I,
see
and
it
I think
ran out?
you're just seeing the reason why
Yes.
is because just literally in front of that black ball seems to be that little whatever.
It looked as though it was going to finish behind the inside
it-
black ball, and,
yeah.
it kicked and
Yeah.
kicked and kicked and
Yeah.
held out.
Whereas when they're playing back towards this end, they don't play on that little
No.
bit there. So I don't think so.
And this one will swing away. Yeah, well,
It's a challenge, isn't
I'm
it?
glad, I'm glad we're just talking about it.
I know,
not playing,
I know.
'cause I would
It's
be
easy from
really,
here.
really frustrated.
They're starting to look cold as well. There's lots of
Yeah.
hands in pockets.
Lots of jackets on.
But again, there's room there to draw another shot if you can just get that
And
right
the room there
weight.
to draw 100
Yeah,
shots,
it's
but
got to be precise, but
Yep. you don't have 100 balls.
that
Lorraine
might
looks
be it.
good here. Looks
Yes.
good.
yeah, good ball.
Oh.
Well done, well done.
She's played a lot of good balls.
Yes.
Return heads, I think. So is the other skip, Canadian skip
Yeah,
as well.
so that looks like 3 to
Okay.
Scotland this time, I think. Wait for confirmation
Yeah, that's them.
on
3.
3. Yeah,
They had 3 fallow ends there.
yeah,
They didn't score,
yeah.
so that's...
They needed that.
Yep.
Okay, so we have after 9 ends, it's 11 to Scotland and 5 to Canada. It'll be interesting to see now what jack length they play. Sort of whether they go for a little bit longer.
I think they've both sort of favoured the same length, haven't
They have, yeah. Okay. So, what happened there? Did the jack go in the ditch? Did we miss it? I think because we weren't focusing on this bottom, it looks
they?
in
No,
the
I
jack.
think we're busy trying to keep the scores right. And I don't know if that
Yeah, because
looks-
it's Canada who've
I don't
rolled.
think that could be the distance. I think we could be getting another measure.
Yeah, it looks like a. Oh no, they're going to accept it. Oh no, they are another measure.
Umpire, another one. Could be overtime for these umpires tonight if they
Well,
were getting
that's-
paid overtime.
And that is the challenge when you're playing like on a time restriction. Is
Yeah.
you know this
Well, that's about
wastes.
5 or 6 measures they've had, and that's
It does.
5 or 6
Yeah.
ends measure like that. Say that's
Yeah.
5 or 10 minutes. That
Yeah.
could be
Yeah.
that's the difference between winning and losing a game, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah. And I
However,
think it's as you said. It's probably the conditions. It's getting
Yeah,
colder. It's
yeah.
getting heavier.
but both teams are favouring the same length of jack. Somebody needs to make a move to change it.
And another update on scores. Ladies Section 1, Jersey A versus England B is 14-6 to England B. Namibia and the Czech Republic is 9-8 to Namibia. USA and Wales are still all square at 6-all. And Norfolk Islands and Cyprus, which is on the rink on our right-hand side, is 9-5.
Scotland are down against Canada A.
Right. So,
5-0.
whilst we were talking on the scores,
Scotland,
the jack has gone off the side of the rink, and I think the jack's now been placed on the tee, and the mat's been brought up.
You don't see that often in a game, but I think we've seen it.
We've seen it twice. Yes,
twice in this
yeah,
game.
we've seen it twice now.
Oops,
And we got
a wrong bias.
a
or
wrong
too
bias as
wide,
well.
or-
Yeah, wrong bias.
Well, we've had everything in this game.
Isn't it just?
Yes.
Good lord. It's not dull.
We need. Can't see the jack.
Oh, here
Let's
we go.
got it now.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And
The jack is
okay.
on the tee. Remember, it was put there.
yeah,
you know.
and obviously it's with the pace. It's just gone into the ditch.
Could be a bit tricky if the sun's shining tomorrow and we put these umbrellas up.
So all the results, obviously we're giving you live scores from around the green, but all the scores from games have taken place today. This session, and indeed as we go through the week, are all posted online on the Atlantic Fours website. Click on the tab, you'll be able to find them there, and those are updated more or less just as each session finishes. So if there was scores that you missed us saying, or you want to review the standings at the end of the day or after every session, then you can get those from the Atlantic Senior Fours website. So obviously there's the Atlantic Senior Fours website and then the Facebook.
Yeah, you can do it on the Facebook, or you can do it on your website. The website will give you more detailed information, I think, if you click on move your mouse above results, fixtures, standings, whatever it is, and then there will be a drop-down menu, and you can type in, and then once you go into the results, you can scroll up section 1, section 2, ladies, gents, and everything. But hover your mouse and scroll, and you should be able to get them all.
Yep, and the address for that is obviously Atlantic-senior-fours.com. And then that'll also give you the live scheduling as well for the. And that's managed by one of our great technical experts here in the room with us, Jim and Chris.
I don't think people back home, unless you're involved at this level, I don't think you ever really truly realise the amount of work, Kieran, that goes into something. I don't even mean this, Mike, even club level, but especially at this level,
Yeah.
no one understands the work that's involved in here.
There is. It's a lot. It's a lot of commitment
Yeah.
from everybody.
Every big event has got phenomenal. You need a good team. And as the
But I
saying
think
goes, there's no
that's-
I in team, is there?
Yeah, that's bowls clubs and organisations all over the world. You know, you'll have
Yeah.
the same conversations, and no matter where you are, that the bowls is in essence an amateur sport that relies hugely on the goodwill and volunteers of people to host and put on tournaments and to run things like that. You know,
Yeah.
so I mean, I know obviously today we've been streaming and we've had a few technical challenges, but it's a team of 5 in
Yeah.
here trying to put it together, so it does take time.
But it
and
is
effort.
day one, and you do encounter all these things,
Yeah.
and you iron them out as the event goes on. Lorraine's keen in this one.
Yes.
Ah,
Let's do that.
Just seems to dip away just
It-
at the end. If you
you know,
don't.
if you're just a foot
Yeah,
short on your
yeah,
weight,
yeah.
it just goes. I suppose next time we check on the scores, it'd be interesting to see how many ends have been played on the two side rinks to see how far the guys here are behind.
I think the last time I looked at the Cyprus game on the right-hand side, as you're looking at the screen, I think it was 5-5. I'm not sure who was up between Ireland and
Right.
Cyprus.
Right. But on the number of ends they played, so it probably might just be, they're probably just an end or so ahead, if even that.
Well, in the Ireland versus Cyprus game, it's 9-3 to Ireland after 9 ends.
That's
That-
on
that's-
the men's team?
It says ladies section 2 here, but it's Scotland B are playing Australia, and Scotland B are up 10-4 against Australia after 9 ends. South Africa v Spain. Spain lead that 6-11 again after 9 ends. The next one is Jersey B versus Canada, and Jersey B are in the lead against Canada after 10 ends, 11-3. The last one in that ladies section 2 is Isle of Man versus Cyprus B, and wow, Cyprus B are racing ahead 21-4 after 9 ends.
Oh, right. So we believe the other rinks are only just one end ahead, so you know, all the games are probably being played at a similar pace.
Interesting to see if they all complete their 15 ends in their 2.5 hours.
I wonder, is it because within the floodlights they're having to focus a little bit more because it's not natural light?
That's a good observation, Kieran. Yep. I don't think many of them will have
have had
played
this before.
outdoor
No.
bowls, especially in the evening.
No. Now, interestingly, just on the other rink, they've had a jack thrown back for being short as well. So clearly, it's the pace of the rink has slowed down.
Yeah, see, was it Cyprus got that jack because Norfolk Islands didn't throw it. Oof. I think this could be another short one.
Yeah.
If you look at the outside.
It's certainly not a long one, is it?
Yeah, I wish
Look.
we had a penny for every short jack there's been tonight on this screen.
Look, they're looking at
Having
it.
a look at it.
Oh, it's going back. Oh, no. Oh, it
Is
is.
it going
Yeah,
to
they're going to the tee.
Spot it on
Wow.
the tee.
Goodness me. Right. Oh,
You
oh,
don't see-
oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Oh, put her hat.
Lorraine, just a wee bit heavy there. But you don't see that many times,
No.
and we've watched it 3 or 4 times just on this
Yes.
3-rinker green.
No,
you know?
we haven't seen it. I wonder what difference that might make.
Hmm.
Well, it's close. I think it's just going to be in the fall on the wrong side. So,
Mhm. Hardy supporters out there tonight, sitting
yeah.
at the side.
so that was 2 to Scotland. They picked up on the back of that ball from
Lorraine.
Lorraine. So that's now going to be 13 to 5 after 10 ends. So that 3, obviously they've now lost 5 shots in the last 2 ends, which
Yeah.
is the way it goes. You know, but still, we're only 2/3 of the way through, depending on the time issue, of course.
Yeah.
So we've got 45 minutes left, I think. 13-5 to Scotland.
Spectators, they place seats down the green.
Yeah,
Split the green in two, and they're getting a ringside seat.
They are.
Seat there.
there's
All
quite a
wrapped
few.
up nice and cosy.
There's quite a few watching, isn't
Yeah,
there?
there is quite a few watching.
Which is good.
And
I
they
mean-
can also, they don't need to be down there if they're based on this side of the jail. They can be hanging over their balconies
Yeah.
watching.
Okay,
We're back.
we're back. Somebody pressed a button when they shouldn't have, yeah?
God. It's a good start.
Yeah,
No,
good.
second good.
Good-
Second
yeah,
good,
good
but
weight, so.
just- It's a hit or a miss that side,
Yeah,
Kieran.
it is just.
I've
Yeah.
seen quite a few variations in the line that you take to get up to that jack.
Yeah.
A nice ball going
Yeah,
in there.
yeah, well done.
Good ball. Jack
Good
high.
ball, Tracy. Yeah, very good. Yeah, very good. And that's a confidence booster as well. You know,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you've been finding that's a bit of a struggle now to get one in there is good. Especially with 5 ends to go, you know,
Yeah.
they probably need to start winning some ends.
Well, there's 8 shots the difference and there's 5 ends to go, but
Yeah.
will they get these 5
No,
ends
yeah,
in
no, yeah.
the short time that's left? So you're not only trying to count shots, you're trying to watch the clock as
You want to
well.
manage the time, correct.
You know? I'm not a fan of timed games, I've got to say. I do
No,
understand
no.
the reason for them, but I'm not a fan because I've seen so many slow play, you know, and it's just,
The issue with time constraints is, you're right, you have to manage it properly. It's and you will find people who
I've watched it.
abuse it in the nicest possible way. You know,
I've
there are
watched
some
it.
players.
And before the time games came in, I did watch a few games. I won't say where, I won't say when, I won't say who they were, but sometimes I'm talking maybe a triples or a fours or something like, they were finishing over an hour after everyone else was
Right.
finished.
Yeah, you can't.
So that's not acceptable, you know. Oh, Delia's very happy there.
Well, look, just tell me who it is. No, nobody's
No,
listening.
no.
We
no.
won't tell anybody.
It could be a million. It could be a million places. It could be a million countries. It could be a million teams. My lips are sealed. I think. I mean, I'm quite. I could watch bowls all day. It doesn't bother me how long a game takes, but there are people who. It is a boring game for some people to watch if
Yeah.
you're not.
It is. I know
You
it is.
know?
It is.
I like how it moves back and forth, and it can be. You could be winning out the park in the first half of the game, and then something changes, and it's like a game of chess.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it can be very tactical.
Yes.
Okay, lovely.
Lovely
Great
weight.
weight. That's great weight. It's just. So it's not often we're seeing bowls on that forehand going up this way,
No.
and
I think she's
that
just a
might
wee
just-
bit
might
going
need a
to
bit
use
of
this
help.
ball to come in.
oh yeah.
Yep.
So
Well, if it's not the shot, it's the second shot, I think.
yeah. So Canada still holding one with Tracy's blue ball behind the jack. But looks like that was Delia's ball, wasn't it?
So it was Delia that came
yeah,
up.
in that
Delia
red
has
ball.
the maroon balls.
Just
Just going to sail through.
yeah, it does that.
5 there.
You talk about time limits. When we play indoor bowls, of course, it is time limited into segments of 2 hours,
Yeah.
which I quite like that, you know.
No, again, I understand why it's there, but no, I like to play a game right through. Even if they said at the beginning of the game that it's only 10 ends,
Right.
you know, or something, I could
Yeah.
cope with that, but I'm not a great time lover.
So Lorraine looks as if you had the right, just going for that blue ball. It's just drifted away on her.
It's a wee bit heavy, I think. So.
You don't think it needed that amount of weight, perhaps just
No,
a
maybe just to
gentle
hold it up.
draw.
This is Angie's, not Angie. I keep calling
Delia's. Of
Delia Angie because I know the two girls, the sisters, but.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's a very close game on that Cyprus and Norfolk
Eight
Islands.
after
you know.
11,
Eight,
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 nine,
nine,
eight,
yeah,
nine.
and 11 ends. So,
11
and
ends.
again, you're right. It's just that, you know, they've only one end long, played more one end more than here.
There's that, see
Tongue
it
twister.
just swinging away
Just
just at
goes.
the end. I think again, Kieran, I think it depends on the model that you're using,
Yes.
the bowl that
Yep.
you're using, because
Yep.
some are swinging more than others.
Yeah.
And I think the black bowls, I think they're pretty small.
Right. Yeah.
I might be wrong.
Oh, it was an extra couple of feet of weight would have given her that.
Mhm.
Okay. So that would imply there's an opportunity to take out Delia's red bowl and maybe, you know, add to that.
I
that
don't know if
count?
they'll be brave enough for that at this time of the game, so.
Don't think that's going to
No,
quite
it is
do it.
women's bowls, and I don't think they take the chances that men do in
Right.
these. That's my opinion, you know.
So, yep, 1-2 Canada. Okay, 13-6 with 11 ends played. We've got about 40 odd minutes left. 35 minutes.
Well, Scotland have
Pardon me.
scored in 6 ends, and Canada have scored in 5, but Scotland lead by 7 shots. So Scotland have taken advantage.
No.
Canada have scored. Their 6 shots have been 4 singles
Yes.
and a double, whereas Scotland have a double, 2 doubles, 3 doubles, and 2 threes. Which
But if Canada were to pick up, you know, say 2 twos for the next couple of ends, you know, then 2 ends to go,
yep.
a couple of shots, so it's
Yeah.
still very, very doable.
But I do think they're going to run out of time.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're probably right.
And lots of the games finished, when I say early, they were well within their time limit
Yes,
this
they were.
afternoon or
Yeah.
this morning as well. Oh, somebody's just picked up a 3 there. I think it's Cyprus. 2, a 2.
And they're happy about it as well, which is good.
Yeah. To see if we can see this Irish score here. Somebody's in the teens.
Pardon me.
Good start here from Canada. Good start from Tracy. Not sure. Looks tight, but it's not moving much.
No.
Just her weight.
And I'm just going to do a shout out for one of my good friends, Bill Hedden and Shirley, from bowlers in Florida from New Jersey. So they've currently left Florida and gone back to New Jersey for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So thanks, Bill and Shirley, for logging in and watching. Appreciate it. I'm sure you'd rather be in Florida with the warmer weather than New Jersey.
Two great bowls there from Tracy, just within short distance of the jack. Just what we talked about, if Canada got a couple of scores now.
Yeah, make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
And games can change very, very quickly. You know, you just lose a bit of focus, a couple of loose balls, and and next minute you're 3-4 down the head.
What's she doing? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, very good.
Canada hold 3.
Very good, and 3 good balls as well.
Mm-hmm. I think when you get to this time of night and you see the sort of finishing line too, that changes the dimensions of the game at times. And
It does.
and if you're not used to this level of bowls, it can be a wee bit daunting. Be a big factor in the game. Just got to hold it together, haven't you? Looks pretty good here from Scotland.
Wow,
Well, if it's not the shot, it's the second shot,
very good.
which is a wee comfort blanket.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Again, good weight. You know, that's a decent head of balls.
Yeah, it's a comfortable hand.
Yeah, it
that
is.
side of
Coming
the ring,
this way, yeah.
coming up towards the commentary, far more comfortable.
And I gotta give another shout out to one of my friends from Clearwater.
You mean you've got more than one, Kieran?
Yeah, but I'm not very good at keeping them for very long. That's the problem. Luke from lives now in St. Pete's. We play bowls in Clearwater. Was a young part of the young youth Welsh international team. Very, very good bowler. From Clandidod originally. Played with Rob Wheel years ago.
Oh, right.
He tells me he taught Rob all he knows. He's responsible for Rob's great career, which I'm going to ask Rob about later on. I haven't forgotten about you, Luke. Thanks for joining.
We all like to take credit for the bowlers that we've watched, particularly me, because I've watched some of these top bowlers now come through the ranks from children, graduate,
Yeah.
under 15, under 18,
Yeah.
and some of the best bowling you see in the enthusiastic bowlers are when we used to go to the national championships, and it was under 16, I think it was, and their time allocated games of 45 minutes, and these kids do not mess about.
They play very, very quick.
Yep,
Yeah, very quick.
fabulous, and the enthusiasm they have. That looked like a push there, Delia.
So there's a bit of a change there with that previous ball from Canada. Just trying to see how the jack's there. Oh, obviously Canada are building a wall around that jack so we can't see it, but so Luke and Bill and I just been talking about, they both won back in March in Florida the Southeastern Division Open Fours, which was
fabulous.
really good. Yeah, really good. How they managed to win it without me playing with them is sort of beyond me, but, you know, because I normally carry them. But
Well, you're a big, strong guy, Kieran. You're capable of carrying them, whether it be on the green or off the green.
Very true. It'll be interesting to get the feedback from, you know, how they both think it was playing under these floodlights. You know.
I think she maybe have played the other side to this. She's all these balls to come round if that's Julia wants her to play the backhand, I think, is she? Is that what she's playing? Yep. Oh, great weight. It's a big ask to try and come round all these balls on that side, I think. I don't know if she could actually see that ball, Kieran, the ball that's shot, to play quick at it and take it out. If we could see the head, then it might be totally different.
Oh, it's just
move a bit to let us see what's...
it's a hard rink to make shots on, isn't it, in terms of, you know, that specific.
I think they're Canada.
Is it Canada? I think it's Canada, yeah.
They're definitely one in the front, because the one straight on the jack is Canada and the other one is Julia's, but I don't know what is just behind the jack. Lorraine's going to try and draw it, I think. She might be hesitating a wee bit just in case she takes her own ball out. And as we talked about, you're looking at the time difference now.
Right, so...
Is it 1 to Scotland?
Yeah, 1 to Scotland, okay.
Well, there you are.
We were expecting Canada to come out with that,
we talked a whole different end there, didn't we? Because we couldn't see Scotland's ball at the back. That's Scotland out the graveyard.
That's, 14-6, 12 ends played, 2 to go. I think
3 to go.
3 to go, sorry, 3 to go. I think they might, not sure they might make it. I think they probably might be an end short, but you never know.
Well, it's 49, so that would be 15.
15.
No, 15, 49, 50, it's 15.
So they get 3, they
get it, it's about
they get
20,
3 more
25.
Yeah, they've got 3 more in this to play, and they've got 25 minutes. So, what's that, 8 minutes an end? You're probably looking more like 10 minutes an end, I would have thought. So,
Well, it depends how they throw the jack.
Well, yeah, that's going to help. Yeah. Great.
Oh, great
Oh,
start.
I thought it was going to take it.
I thought it was just going to swallow it. Oh, that must be tight.
Yeah, it's going to hit that horrible spot. No, it did.
God, I thought that would have
No,
swung
that's
away,
not a
but
bad
it just
start.
it held that line.
Yeah, it did.
We'll see what Scotland do now.
So Scotland have played a slightly longer length this time around, haven't they?
Yeah, and look,
And that just-
her ball's going to swing away now. And I think it would be about the same weight, but it's not quite a lot. I think when you see one ball holding a narrower line, you try to follow that
You
line.
do, absolutely. Yeah, you do indeed.
know. This looks better, Kieran. Better. Oh, great
very-
ball.
Yeah, well played. Well played.
She's played a good sort of steady game, Tracy.
Yeah, she has done really well.
You know.
Mandy, according to what you told us, is playing with Henselite Classic 2s, which are really big swinging, old-fashioned ball, but size 0s. So they're quite I think
or
as you
size
said,
zeros, yeah,
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 as you,
yeah.
you sort of said earlier on, they look quite small, but
Some of them
those
look
are big
small.
swinging bull to be playing on this surface. Wow, wowzers.
That's a big swing there, wasn't it? But again, it's going up to that other side of the rink
Yeah.
when it's
Well, yeah.
testing, shall we say?
Yeah, it is, very much so. But that was two good balls from Tracy.
This one's holding up as well.
It is, isn't it?
It's a bit heavy.
So that could well be 3 shots at the moment for Canada. Obviously still room to...
I can't believe the line that they're taking now because
They've
they
gone
have
really
played-
tight,
yeah,
haven't
yeah,
they?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So that's a slightly wider line, but whether it's going to hold on that. Oh, get that jack? Oh well. It might have gone a little bit too far. Could be unlucky.
That's quite a good shot there. You can see it.
So, oh,
Well,
we got a
Skippy-
lollipop. We got a lollipop moment
Yep.
coming, I think. Oh,
Skippy's pleased with that result too.
yeah. No,
You're just looking to manage
here we go.
the remaining ends now.
Yes, absolutely. Just manage the game out. Right, so it's still 1-2 Canada.
8 shots ahead Scotland are, so they've just got to manage this.
Yeah, second shot is fine for them.
Yeah, I'd be quite happy with that if I was playing, but Canada don't seem to have anything at the back now. Delia's just put in a back bowl for insurance. Cyprus look as though they've taken the lead against Norfolk Island. There's about 4 or 5 shots in it.
Yep.
Played some good shots this Canadian skip.
We're going to promote that
Key,
ball.
isn't it?
Oh. Well, it's in the area, isn't it? Really, it's in that head.
Well, it limits the options that Delia can play, I think. Could be 2 or 3 in this for
Do you know,
Canada.
it could be 2 or 3, you're right.
Yeah. Well,
Obviously,
Delia's put her first ball is just a couple of yards behind the jack, so I don't know whether she'll play into this to try and open it up. Won't open it up with
Ooh,
that one.
wow.
Nope. Oh, and somebody kicked the ball. That's quite a
so I
wide
wonder,
head there too.
does they then play a covering ball just out the back there, Canada,
Or do they
or just go for
try
another
to
shot?
block it? Try
Yeah,
to
go-
block it. 3 would. I don't know. See what she plays here. Well, Skip's watching it quite intently here. Oh, it's going to be
It's
going to be
gonna
short.
fall.
Well, that may be the. Oh, it's going to run too
Yeah,
far
it's gonna,
to be a blocker.
yeah, it is. Yeah. Not really sure whether that was an attempt at a blocker or a draw, but
Mhm.
just, you know.
Well, I don't think Lorraine will be back at this bowl. I think she'll be up at this head.
So you think she'll play a
I
weight
think
shot
she- I
and,
think
yeah,
she'll play.
onto that yellow ball and
Yeah.
or the jack and
If we have read the head properly, if it's
If we-
3 for red, 3 for red just now, you know, I can see 2 red stickers and the yellow one looks as though it's a red, but we'll just need to wait and see. which is, I think it's a tricky shot to draw.
Yeah,
I think it would
yeah,
be easier
it would
to
be,
mean,
absolutely.
don't mean a full metal. I think if you just get into that head somewhere. Well, oh, maybe tight.
Oh, no, she,
Not
what's that
finished.
gonna-
Ooh.
okay.
Well, that's blocked the runner on that side. What do you think, Kieran? Still 3? I saw Lorraine having a look behind some, trying to see if she's looked at the scoreboard or not.
It would be helpful to have a bit of a lollipop moment, to be honest, just that we get somebody tell us that we're not talking complete rubbish.
Well, we need to see the ITOs and get them.
Well, more rubbish than normal, but you know, it's certainly Canada seem to be holding a couple, if we're looking at the stickers correctly. So let's have a.
Ooh, that's a wayward one.
Yeah, and that's off.
Oh. I don't know that it's off, but I don't know
Wait.
what she was attempting to play
Well,
there.
I mean, we're not in line, but yeah,
So-
it's got.
I can't,
That just shows how cruel that side of the rink can be.
I don't know what that, she intended that, was it, do you think a blocker to play? I don't know.
It might have been a blocker
On the
attempt.
forehand side, the weight would
Yeah,
indicate that, but the line was nowhere near what she was looking for.
But the problem with playing blocking shots is you got to get the weight right,
Correct.
and you know,
Delia's
right.
interested in this. She got it.
Got it. Oh,
Oh well, second shot.
second shot.
And it was
Yeah,
three,
it was a
maybe
big
4 or
ball.
5
Good.
in that.
Yeah, it was. I
As
know.
you can see the, see, Lorraine's, the
The-
one,
yeah, all those red on
the
there.
blue, the light blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked as though
Yeah.
pretty. It could have been quite a big count.
That would have made a big change to the
Oh,
game.
Yeah.
So it was a real pressure ball.
Mhm.
Yeah, well done. Very good.
Canada will have something similar. I think if they could just
Well-
turn that round the corner.
Oh, goodness me.
If she could turn that round
She
the
got
corner,
the
she
check.
could have got 4 or
You
5.
could have got, yeah. In the end, it's just the one.
Just the one. Just,
Well, that's a head that
Canada.
changed every
20.
last couple of balls, so
14-7, have I got it
14-7.
right?
2 ends to go.
Well, I think the Scots will be
And
quite
15
happy
minutes.
with
Yeah, they will be.
that score just now, that they only lost 1 there. When you don't have the overhead camera looking
No.
straight
I
down,
know, yeah.
it's quite difficult, isn't it?
You take that for granted, don't you, when you're sitting at
Yeah,
home
I
watching
know, I
things
know.
like Potters?
But it's not the BBC, and we don't have the budget that these events have, you know.
I mean, you're not getting paid a fortune for this, no?
No, what is the amount of fortune is? It's got a few zeros in it, but it doesn't have a number in
Yeah,
front
in
of
the
it.
wrong place.
Needs to. So it's quite a long jack this time.
It is, isn't it? Hmm.
Seven up and 2 ends to go for Scotland. Scotland lead 14-7.
And they'll be pleased with that after losing this morning's or the early afternoon
Yeah.
game. You know that you know it can be a challenge if you lose 2 games.
We have some closing scores for the
Okay.
men's section 2. Scotland have 1 end to play against Israel B, and Scotland lead 17-7. Australia have beaten Cyprus A 14-11. England, the holders, well, absolutely thrashed Wales B 24-9. The holders are going really well, but it's a strong team. It is a strong team. England B versus Zimbabwe, 18-8 to England B. Isle of Man versus Switzerland, that finished all square at 14. And after 13 ends, Jersey trail Namibia by 12 shots to 15.
That's an interesting one.
That's an interesting one,
Indeed.
isn't it? It's been an interesting opening day, though.
It has been, yeah.
By the excitement, the players will feel it's just getting a feel for the greens,
Yep.
you know. It's a big event
It is.
for a lot of these players. They've never reached this level before. They want to do well.
Yeah.
And even though you're down on the first day, it's only your first day. You have a lot of games to play in a round robin,
Yeah.
and as I said, sometimes it's not the best team who come out of these round robin things. It's
Who performs
survival of the
on the
fittest.
day.
Yes,
Mandy's just
I see that.
had a great bowl, yeah, and nice bowl. So that just takes, again, takes a little bit of pressure off as well.
Yep.
Again, just looking across that other rink, and see another ball has just drifted as well. So that other rink's having those issues as well. In fact, two balls are going to go that way.
Well, Scotland have just burst that head. I saw Lorraine,
okay.
her hands up in her own head,
Oh.
Scotland skip. So I don't know what happened there.
They obviously must have picked the jack up and pushed
She
it
moved
back.
it a bit, but I'm not sure. I can't see the edge of the rink here. I don't know if that will be in the ditch, no. Yep, looks like it's going in the ditch. Well, they're all getting handshakes, so maybe it was a good break.
Yeah.
you know. Maybe Lorraine just had her hands on her head thinking we got the best of that break.
Just trying to see where the jack is. Is it near that blue ball in between?
In the middle thing,
In the
I
middle,
think it's
yeah.
down that
Oh.
way.
A lollipop coming up. Here we go. Nope, it's gone back. He was
Oh,
teasing.
she's got
He was
three.
teasing it. It's a
She's-
secret.
No,
She's-
he's got 4.
It's a she. Is it not a she? I think she's got 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Right. Well, he's holding 4 on the paddles.
Mm-hmm.
So moving that jack clearly went their
Well,
way.
Lorraine, perhaps, I think she's just going, I can't believe the
It
way
could have
this
been worse.
jack's
It could have
broken.
gone the other way. Yeah.
Well, the Scottish bowls must just all have been sitting in a good position.
Yeah.
We'll play covering now. I can't see a running shot on for Canada here to alter this head. I think it's just got to be a draw. I can't see. A good ball by Delia there to. Think. 8. Do you think, Kieran, do you think it's just, I can only see a draw shot here, I can't see,
So they're holding 4.
Scotland are holding 4.
Yeah, that ball just a foot in front of the jack.
Yeah,
Just
it's-
it
it's- yeah.
reduces your options because
Yeah,
you just
it
can't
does.
see it. And
Unless you, I don't think the way either hand's playing, I don't think you can hit it full to
no,
onto the jack too.
and especially on a
Through.
rink like this
Yeah.
where it's a challenge to play yard-on shots, it's going to be
Well,
difficult.
we haven't seen many yard on
No, we- not
heavy
at-
bowls
no,
on it, I
no.
think. weight too, just a, I think Lorraine will maybe just try and block it somewhere.
Yeah. It's hard to see what the shot options are clearly when, you know, bearing in mind the score, you know, and
The time frame.
the time frame, the position of the bowls, and the fact that obviously we're not going to get clear.
Now, Delia came round the back,
Yeah.
so I think that is pretty much tidied up the back of
Right.
the head. The holding 4, under normal circumstances, it's drawable to get the shot,
Yes.
but on this rink it's a wee bit,
Yes,
bit
it's a-
testing,
it-
I would
it-
say.
It is.
I think that might be kind of guide. I think Skip wants her to play.
Play presumably
Yeah,
a
with a wee
weight
bit
shot
of weight, uh-huh.
inside of Lorraine's bowl.
Don't know if
Oh,
it will
we'll see.
bend anything, no. Wonder if they're just trying to cut down the count. This is when you start to clutch at straws. You know, as
You are,
as
absolutely.
we've
Yeah.
said, when you see the finishing line, you try the big shots now, when perhaps if you tried them earlier on in the game. Ooh.
Oh, if that was a blocker, it worked. And also, if you're Canada, you're sort of at the back of your mind. The fact is that when you have one end, it's only been like one single shot. You know, it's you know they got a 2 on the 6th end, but apart from that, it's all been singles.
6. Yep. Canada have scored 6 ends and Scotland have scored 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they're 8 shots. Sorry, they are 7 shots down.
So that's 2.
2.
Yeah.
3,
3, 4. Goodness me. Yeah,
She's taken a ball out.
the finger test is out to measure.
No, but I think
It's
she
an- it's an
took that ball out. The Canadian girl took that ball out when I think they were going to measure it. And she's put it back where she thought it
Oh,
was,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
they've got the shot.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
that's
yeah.
just a wee bit unfortunate there.
Yeah. So
Five.
we're 4 out, and they want to measure.
4, and then this ball
doing
at the
the-
back, I think it was 5.
She's doing the finger test like Andy Davis does.
Don't think my fingers are up. My arms are long enough to do that. Oh, I never saw that ball up there. It's like Lorraine's. That's the one that got knocked in the blocker.
Yeah, that's
That's
5. Yeah.
I think that could be
So the
6.
the blocker
think
was
that
knocked
could-
in for another shot. 5. Yeah.
I think that
Oh,
could be 6.
6. That's disappointing for them, isn't it? Really?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I mean,
disappointing for them at this.
for Scotland, obviously very good. But it just shows you how quickly a head can change, you know.
Yep.
So they are going to get the last
Sometimes,
end in.
as we all know, being bowlers, sometimes you don't always need to be crowding the jack to get
No,
a big count.
no.
If you leave the gaps,
Yeah, that's right.
you know. And that all stemmed from the Scottish lead, was it Margaret,
Yeah.
who moved the jack
Yes.
to leave them holding 4.
Yeah.
You know, Delia played covering shots, Lorraine played a blocker, and that's, yes, the beauty of bowling.
So if you think how much that game has changed in the last couple of ends,
Oh,
because at
wow.
one stage Lorraine was drawing in to save what might have been a count of 5 for
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah.
You know, so we've nearly had a swing of 10 shots within a couple of ends. And
Oh no, another jack. God's sake.
you see, you look away for a moment
I'm
and the
on.
measure's out.
I'm trying to count do the things here, but it's just it was 8-5 at the halfway stage, and Scotland had only scored both sides had scored on 4 ends, 5 ends, and then Scotland just the second half of that game, Scotland had a 3, a 2, they lost a 1, they got a 1, lost another 1, and then they got a 6. So that was the difference. The jack was not up again.
That's gone back. All right. The previous 2 times this happened, the next jack was also short. So let's see if Tracy can
Well,
send it.
that's
That looks to
Norfolk
be.
Island
Yeah, that
and
looks.
Cyprus finished. Let's go into the side.
It's going to go off. No, it's on.
That's all.
Wow, it's close. They're living dangerously with this jack thrown.
I think it's up though. I'm going with the sort of darker shade of green along the carpet.
So we've just had some more scores. Obviously, we've had the Ireland-Cyprus match. Looks like 11-5. This is on the ladies. This is the match to our left. Scotland.
They're 20 for
Australia.
7 up. Scotland, Australia.
Australia. Scotland v Australia. Scotland 13-9.
Yeah.
That's a big.
Because that's a strong Australian side.
It is.
They were selected too.
Yeah.
You know, so it's.
Yeah, we saw them earlier on today,
Mhm.
and you know, it's a.
But they only came in the other day, so you've got to think that they've got jet lag and, you know, coming from the other side of the world. I don't know the route from Australia to here. I don't know whether, I don't know whether they would come via Turkey and then come over from Turkey, or whether they would go to London and then fly from London again. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of. There's no direct.
But there is a big Turkish airline thing
Oh, okay.
from Australia. I don't know if it's called Air Turkey or what it is, but I don't know.
South Africa, Spain is. Spain are beating South Africa 16-8.
Is this the women?
The women, the
Well,
ladies,
that's
yeah.
been a bad day for South
Good
Africa
and
because
well,
they lost to Australia this afternoon.
Yeah, they did. And they were probably well beaten this afternoon, but
Mhm.
South Africa weren't. You know, I'm sure they're
Oh,
much
that's a
better.
good ball.
Yeah, great, good ball. And Isle of Man, Cyprus B is 27-7 to Cyprus. But within that, there's some interesting scores for
Yeah.
Australia and South Africa there.
Yep. Will be all change.
Yeah,
Well,
tomorrow's a different day.
The tables will change in the first day.
Yeah.
Till
Yeah.
they settle into
It takes a couple of
everything.
days to settle into a
Yeah,
pattern.
yeah. And then you can see the ones that.
Yeah. Oh, just slip through. So really, even with all those remeasured jacks, they're only probably just less than an end behind. So they've done well to get that. They go the full 15, which probably shows that 2.5 hours is about the right limit. Anything,
yeah,
anything
yeah,
beyond
yeah,
that, then
yeah,
it
yeah.
might well be
Yeah.
slow play.
Well, it's going to be a late dinner for us tonight, and Kieran. Time you go back, shower, get your glad rags on,
I'll be going straight
and
to
your
bed.
dancing
We'll
shoes.
go straight to bed.
Oh, that's the time up.
That's the
Buzzer
time,
going.
yeah.
I think the teams on this green here, I think this is their last end. I know, we know it's Scotland's, but I do think it's Ireland's last game.
I
Ireland
think they're on.
Cyprus
Yeah, I think they're on
is the
4. I
last
think they
end,
played
yeah.
4. I guess their last end anyway.
Mhm. Scotland never looked like. Scotland can never look like completing that game, and yet here they are. They've completed it.
I know. Yeah, I know. They did seem to pick up the pace the last sort of 3 or 4 ends.
Well, Delia's looking at it. Oh, it's moved away. Swinging away again. Good weight.
Yeah, wit's really good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Blue ball. Oh.
Close effort. A good ball anyway. It's been a long day for the players as well, you know.
Well, that's what I said earlier too. It's a sort of survival of the fittest when you've got all these games to go.
Yeah, because bear in mind they're going to do this all again tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. So it is. It's.
And
it
if
is
you're not
tiring.
playing first game in the morning, you want to come down and support your men, or the
Yeah,
men come down
that's
and
right.
want to support the women.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if you're not playing, you are supporting.
Yeah, so you're not really ever switching off.
No.
You're involved with the rest of your teammates and your country, supporting them.
Delia's quite
A lot
intent
of,
in
lot
this
of direction
ball.
there.
That's it.
Oh, it's going out.
It got a run out. That's 2 or 3 times Lorraine's
Yeah, it
balls
is,
have had
yeah.
that.
That's,
Not just Lorraine, you know,
Yeah.
but it's one tricky side that. And all shots are important.
they are.
You
they
know,
are.
because it could come down to shots at the end of it, and that decides whether you're in the knockout
Yeah.
stages or not. So you've got to play.
So we'll be live streaming again tomorrow afternoon on this rink again. So tomorrow I'm going to go down and look at that spot and just see, is there anything actually there? There probably isn't. This was just the way bowling greens, be it natural or artificial, work. They all have little runs and dips. Hard luck. Oh, excellent ball. Very good.
Very,
good. Yeah, well done. She's played a good game, Lorraine, hasn't she? She's played some really important bowls
Yeah,
and a lot of good drawing bowls as well.
yeah. But she is highly experienced
Yeah.
in that role, and she is indoors, outdoors, you know. And she's played here as well. She played here previously,
Oh, okay,
not in the senior fours, but
but in the Atlantic,
yeah,
yeah, very
she's
good.
done that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's an advantage, though, but you know what you're coming to.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you know the ropes before you come.
You feel a little bit more comfortable, don't
Yeah.
you? You know. So there we go. Game's over. So that is 1-2 Scotland. So they win 21-7. In the end, probably a fairly comprehensive win, and obviously that 6 in the previous end made
Yeah, yeah.
well, that difference, and in the couple of ends before that. So that brings to an end our streaming for today. So thanks very much, Anne, for your company and for doing that. It's very enjoyable.
Thank you very much for the experience.
Tomorrow
yeah.
we get to do it all over again. So we have 3 more games for you in the morning for those who want to join us. It's starting off in the morning. We have Jersey and Scotland, Jersey being Scotland. And Anne, I think it's us, you and me again
Me
tomorrow
again.
morning.
Oh.
Hey. And then in the afternoon,
Aren't you the lucky one?
absolutely. Then it's Cyprus and Wales, and then we end off again the sort of the twilight match, the Cyprus B team versus England A. So thank you again to everyone for supporting. Thank you for dialing in. Thank you to the sponsors, and we will see you or hear and talk to you all again tomorrow. Have a good night. Thanks,
Bye,
everybody.
everyone.